Hello RJB. Today I'm doing a Zerg against Terran replay between HamburgerSaSu, who is playing the purple Zerg, spot number 7, facing SH, who's playing in spot number 6. And I'm quite curious as to how this game will play out. HamburgerSaSu has already shown us some really impressive Zerg vs Terran, and he has all the moves. He has the macro, the micro, the creativeness, the multitasking. So it should always be a treat to see him play a ZVG. I'm not sure how SH plays ZVG, and I'm not even sure how SH ranks up against someone like HamburgerSaSu. But we'll just have to wait and see how this plays out. And HamburgerSaSu starts with the choke. He places his hatchery a little bit further away than most other players would. And SH on the other hand started off with a cheese. I mean, I think it's a cheese. Like you build 2 barracks inside your choke, and then you go for an early scout once it finishes. The depot, of course, inside your base. It's gonna send this one out to scout. Probably gonna start with the 2 side spots. Actually, no, he's gonna immediately scout Sasu's base. Gonna scout this choke. Gonna throw down the bunker. There is the bunker. Sasu sees it. Sasu already started his pool. Let me see how far in it is. Pool is almost finished, and he's sending out 4 drones to deal with this SCV producing that bunker. There's another SCV coming in. He won't be able to kill the SCV quick enough. The bunker will be finished. Instead, he redirects his drones to try and intercept the Marine from getting into the bunker, but the Marine gets into the bunker, a drone dies, and now the bunker is happily firing away. He sends his drones deeper out, further out of his base, catches a Marine intended to reinforce, and HamburgerSaSu really smartly redirects SH attention away from the choke, so this should give Sasu the opportunity to produce some Zerglings, and there are now 6 Zerglings out. The 6 Zerglings, that's actually really well handled by Sasu. Redirecting the attention from SH away. While the bunker is empty, SH cannot send his Marines out into the middle because they will get surrounded by the Zerglings. And through all that, Sasu only lost a single drone. And he did have to spend a lot of his minerals onto his Zerglings, which is not that beneficial for his situation, because I think SH economy is off a little bit better, even though he did have to pull off, even though he pulled off like 4 SCVs to fight there. So it might be an equal exchange. I'm not too sure about the specifics, but that's just something we'll have to wait and see how it pans out in the next couple of minutes. As Sasu's already starting his lair, his second hatchery is about to finish. He's just running back and forth looking for an opening, but I don't think SH is gonna budge a single inch. SH stopped his SCV production, Marine production, and instead investing in a lot of gas, more depots, and there's a factory coming down. Gonna throw down a second factory right there. So looks like SH is going for he's committing himself to mech. I'm not entirely sure what Sasu is going to do. He's got the option to go for Hydraulic Den or Mutalisk Great Aspire. Looks like he's going for the Hydraulic Den. So we won't be seeing any sweet ass Mutalisk Micro this game. I mean, not yet at least. There's a couple more drones being sent out to the choke, reinforced with a couple more Sunkens, and SH now started his second command center. There's an armory being thrown down, still no extra Marines produced. Starport being thrown all the way on the edge, outside of Sasu's vision. Sasu is going to sacrifice an Overlord to get some information, it seems. And SH now back to producing, and SH actually falls for the trap and not necessarily a trap, but Sasu gets a couple of Zerglings inside of SH base, and Sasu actually replaced his Spire with a Hydralisk then with a Spire, added 2 more gases, which he now has fully occupied and fully mining. There is an engineering bay coming for SH, 3rd factory. He hasn't done anything yet with the starport. He's taking down the 2nd Overlord, so there's 2 Overlords down for Sasu. One of which was intended, the other one, which he didn't want to lose, but he ended up losing anyway. And he now has a lot of Overlords out in his base. He's saving up all of his larvas for when his Spire finishes, and it finishes, he immediately starts off with 9 Mutalisks. But I think that SH is just completely onto what Sasu is gonna do. So he hasn't even made a tank, hasn't got the siege mode upgrade. Just immediately started off with the light missile range and upgraded vehicle weapons, and also Valkyries, as he finished his armory, which allows both the Goliaths and the Valkyries to be produced. Adding on more depots, starting another gas. His barracks has confirmed that SH's assumption that Sasu is going for Mutalisk was correct. And he's just balling up his Mutalisks together with an Overlord. He's sending them into micro, but he walks into at least 6 Goliaths and a Valkyrie, 7 Goliaths and a Valkyrie, and a bunch of Marines and missile turrets. By the way, there's a little guy inside the missile turrets. You can see him right there. Deposit. See, there's a little guy. I never knew that. I always thought it was just like a completely mechanized building, but it's instead a person doing all the shooting. No, wait, away from that. So Sasu is trying to find things to harass inside SH base, which you will find here on the sides where his Goliaths are not present. Now he's taking down a couple of SCVs. SCV dies, he didn't lose a single Mutalisk. He also single Mutalisk back when he flew in here over the Goliaths. There's another Mutalisk joining up with the group. There's even some Scorches, but I don't think SH really only has 2 Valkyries out, so the Scorches will prove to not make that big of a difference, unless he actually manages to kill one of these Valkyries. Just have to wait and see what happens there. He's still on the lair, has not started a Queen's Nest. He's adding on 2 more hatcheries. No longer adding any Sunkens to his choke. He's going to fully commit and rely on his Mutalisk micro. And he decides to just take down the control tower. Well, actually, he's not taking down the control tower, he's taking down the starport itself, pulling Sasu's units to it. And he pulls away. And he attacks it again. SH is not attacking, he's just letting it die by accident, I assume. And the 2 Mutalisks die. Starport goes down. Now he's focusing down the Valkyrie. So Sasu has taken away all of SH's air unit options, but there he's just making another one. And luckily for SH, he has 5 factories out to allow him to make and produce Goliaths. He also has 3 tanks out. He's going to start with his push. There's not much Sasu can do against the push, aside from looking for windows to harass inside of SH base. SH base instead, however, is just electing to go for a very calm and collected push, ignoring the Mutalisks, and in the meantime Sasu has finished a bunch of Hydralisks, about 24 Hydralisks, maybe even more. And his range upgrade and speed upgrade finished, and he decides to attack. Mutalisks go in first. Mutalisks are going to take a bunch of damage and try to focus down the tanks, do as much damage to the tank as he can. And the Hydralisks are walking in, and the Hydralisks are now focusing down the Goliaths, but this tank here in the back is doing a lot of work on the Hydralisks, but the Hydralisks are doing more damage than the Goliaths and the tank combined can do, and he takes down at least 12 Goliaths and 5 tanks. And he's producing way more Hydralisks inside his base. He's really going in for the counter-attack now after taking out an entire army, but he notices that there are 2 bunkers which he definitely cannot fight through. And 2 siege tanks behind the bunkers and 3 Goliaths. Sasu decides to pull back and use this window of opportunity where he has taken down SH army to rebuild, to expand on his base and his tech. There's the Queen's Nest thrown down, going to get that hive, and he's pulled his drones out of his gas to boost his economy a little bit. That's pretty smart. So we'll see him put those drones back on in just a little bit. And now SH is taking down these 2 overlords that were probably sent there by accident. Can't be too sure about that. I assume it was an accident. And a couple Scorches there to intercept vessel abuse. But SH is not yet, hasn't progressed that far yet. He doesn't have Radiate upgraded yet. Didn't produce a vessel yet. He's instead just completely focusing on getting mines and vultures out to deal with any potential lurkers that he assumes Sasu would have already had. But Sasu's not going for lurkers at all. He's just very slowly adding onto his base. Like there is a creep colony, there is another hatchery. He's added 3 more Sunkens to his joke, and there should be a 4th one coming in soon. SH now thinking he is safe. And there's a window to push in. He's also situated his tanks behind the hill. They should be able to reach to about here. So that's a little bit of nice assisted safe fire from a safe distance behind the hill. Sasu now throwing down Sunkens inside of his base to buy himself more time and extend the duration of this push. But he might just be too late with throwing down all those Sunkens, because this is going to die and these 2 Sunkens are also going to die, and these Sunkens that are still morphing will definitely take some damage unless he decides to attack. But these tanks over the hill there are taking down these Idolists over there. Sunkens, however, do finish in time. And 2 Goliaths are going to fall. Now he's upgrading 12 lurkers. And there is a Defiler Mound. He put all his drones back onto his gas. And also throwing down way more Sunkens. He's not going to throw down more Sunkens, he's just going to throw them onto his minerals. He's just going to rely completely on all these 12 lurkers that he's morphing. Defiler should come out very soon. He hasn't actually made it Defiler yet. No Defiler out yet. Zoom is upgrading, Zergling speed is upgrading, and Flyer Carapace is also upgrading. And meanwhile, Radiate has finished for SH, Vessel is out for SH2. He's grouping up all of his units, going for a very slow push, but this Vessel is going to get sniped down by the Scorches. The lurkers have been spread out alongside the edges of Sasu's base, or what is left of the edges of his base. And there are 2 Goliaths walked in by accident. Sasu adding 3 more hatcheries to his base. And there is 2 Defilers being produced now. And just gonna wait for the consume. Oh wait, the Radiate wasn't actually finished. It is being researched right now. SH throwing down turrets for detection, because he doesn't want to lose his detection whenever he loses a vessel. So he's just gonna throw down a couple of turrets to ensure that he will always have detection for the lurkers. And these mines are also there for the lurkers and for the Zerglings, so they can just walk into it. And now he is going in. He has energy on his Defilers, throws down 2 Dark Swarms, gets almost all of his lurkers in between the tanks, throws another Dark Swarm all the way in the back. He's not moving in these lurkers, he's going to keep it there. And the lurkers are doing a lot of work, taking down a bunch of these tanks. A single lurker got radiated there. I think he should have really gone for the Defiler there. And SH slowly just producing more. He's got a lot of CCs down now. Making a third wall on the side. More lurkers are gonna walk in deeper. Take down the last tank line and force them to unsiege. SH is gonna pull back those tanks and re-siege them a little bit further away. And that's Lone Goliath. He's gonna try to push out a little bit more, but these tanks that are standing behind the hill throw a wrench into those plans, and Sasu decides to just throw down Lurker Swarm inside his choke. SH in the meantime, they're radiating a lurker instead of the defiler again, throwing down a lot of mines on the side, killing all of Sasu's zerglings that were there to kill the vultures. So that's a really nice, successful little mine plan that he had going on there. His tanks on the hill doing work, but not killing the lurkers. The lurker swarm makes it fully targetable. Now is to quickly throw down another swarm. There is the second swarm, and Sasu is just very slowly expanding his base, focusing on his tech, but SH is really planning on abusing these hills. Although now he has thrown down the dark swarm next to the hill. There's a single lurker that is doing its best to take down. Is it even doing damage? Yeah, it's doing damage. It's doing its best to take down these units on the hill. I'm not sure if we'll get any of them down. If we'll get all of them down in time. Visualized. Yes, he will get all of them down in time. Now there is another drop coming down inside of SH base, dropping them inside the tank range, this tank he already has, dropping them behind the lurkers, but units are dying very quickly. Oh, he did get a couple of his units situated under that dark swarm, and these tanks will make quick business, quick work off those zerglings, walking into the swarm to attack the Goliaths. The Goliath cannot fire on the zerglings with the swarm, but the tanks can. And he's dropping more units onto the hills. And he's very slowly and securely pushing in with his tanks, getting in tanks spread out alongside the walls and the hills to really get that maximum tank spread going. And he's going to take down his overlords. These lurkers are going to go in. The lurker's going to get... He gets a swarm down just quick enough right when SH scans the lurkers. And these lurkers are safe. Now going to take down these tanks. Going to walk in more lurkers into here, everywhere. Going to throw down a couple of swarms. There's the defiler. Can the defiler get down the swarm? The defiler gets down the swarm. Now there's a lurker. Two lurkers, in fact, are inside of his choke, taking down and cleaning out all the tanks that were inside his base. His vessel's still hanging there. Wondering if he's going to make any scorches and take down that vessel. And a lurker died. He keeps raiding the lurkers instead of the defilers. So Sasu will just be able to keep on throwing out dark swarms and burrow lurkers under them and deny SH the ability to advance into Sasu's base. And there is another lurker swarm thrown down. He's gonna drop these on the opposing hill. He's already got this hill covered. Now he wants this hill covered. But I think Sasu will still be able to take those down. Now there he is going for drones with his vessels, and Sasu burrows his drones really quickly. He still has like 2,500 minerals anyway, so burrowing them will not really damage him or slow him down. And really curious to see what Sasu will do next. There's another swarm coming down for the lurkers inside his choke. And he's loading. He's going to load up all of these units inside these overlords. He just finished overlord speed and overlord transporting. There's a bunch more upgrades coming out. He's on, let's see, 0-0 forest ground, so he'll be on 1-1 forest ground. There is the defiler dying. Did he actually get transportation upgrade for his lurkers? I'm not too sure, but he's gonna... I assume he already loaded them up. He's gonna load them up right now. Yeah, he's gonna load up the overlords right now. He hadn't loaded that up yet. He's gonna keep these mutalisks with the overlords to take fire away from the missile turrets. Your SH is throwing down a lot more tanks on the hill. I'm gonna throw a couple of tanks down onto the hill, down below the hill too. And SH very quickly radiating the overlords, but the overlords do get into Sasu's base. But the lurkers get out, and the lurkers don't get out. They get a swarm. No defiler got out, and not a single lurker got a hit off on the SCVs inside SH base. The SH is completely safe. I mean, it's really difficult to get an attack like that off to begin with. Now he's going in to kill the defilers. I'll actually go into the lurker and the defiler. The defiler gets the dark swarm off, but there is no lurker. Actually, there is a lurker under there. The lurker has been radiated, the lurker now dying. And SH kind of broke. I mean, Sasu kind of broke now. Having to reinvest in losing 12 overlords. And there is another radiate coming down on the lurker. The lurker is slowly gonna die. And SH has really nice upgrades. 1-3 against the. Let me see, where's the unit? 1-1. He's way ahead in upgrades. He's got 200. He's maxed out. He's got all of his units spread out. Really, alongside the entire length of Sasu's base. So Sasu is really pushed into this tiny little corner and very low on his supply. And these radiates are really doing work, killing lurkers and killing defilers really quickly. There it comes down. The lurker swarm. The lurker's gonna. Single lurker gets burrowed, and the lurker's gonna get radiated. It is already being radiated. Lurker dies. We'll be able to call these in. These tanks here on the hill are just doing so much abusive work, really killing everything that is trying to get into the range of these tanks. And these vessels are just. Sasu didn't even call the GG. He realizes the game is over, taps out, and leaves the game. And that's just a very slow and methodical game. A little bit of hill abuse going on. I really think that hill might be too strong on this map, because I just see almost no way how to deal with that unless you have guards. And it is true that SH had almost no Goliaths, no anti-air, so there might have been a window for Sasu to go for guards and guardians to clean this out and clean that out, and then maybe switch to lurkers, get a attack switch going. Like the moment SH switches to more Goliaths, you switch over to lurkers, defilers, and push in. Or even clean this out and then do a drop. But it's very hard to go for all those options at once when the opponent is knocking on your door and you have to really invest all of your APM and your minerals and gas into denying that tank advancement. But overall, really nice job from SH. I didn't really focus on his base too much, just because there was so much going on here on the edge of Sasu's base. And I hope you enjoyed watching that. I hope you didn't mind me more or less ignoring SH base for most of that game. And yeah, that's this game. Thanks for watching.